There is a difficult truth that few dare to say aloud. Most people, especially in places like Mexico or even the United States, spend their entire lives working nonstop just to pay bills. This is not an exaggeration. Millions wake up before dawn, face endless traffic, tolerate shouting, endure underappreciated jobs, and return home exhausted in body and empty in spirit. Deep down, many have already surrendered their dreams, embracing a survival routine as though it were the only fate available. Countless dreams are buried every day in exchange for paying rent. People constantly say someday, yet that day never arrives. Society spins on a wheel that never stops. And the cruelest part is that everyone was taught this is how life is meant to be, that hard work alone would be enough, that doing one's part would eventually bring success. But no one explained that without understanding how money works, a person will spend their entire life working for someone who does. So the question becomes, is it truly worth living a life that doesn't feel like one's own? How much longer will days be sacrificed to mere survival? Real change does not begin with a pay raise or a new credit card. It starts with awareness. Not a shallow awareness, but a raw, honest, uncomfortable kind. The kind that strips away illusions and demands a long, hard look in the mirror. Picture Jorge, a 34-year-old delivery worker in Iztapalapa. He lives day by day with children, dreams, debts, and mounting exhaustion. One night, he hears his son murmur in his sleep that he wants to go to college. Something inside Jorge breaks. He loves his son deeply and would do anything for him, but he cannot even afford a new backpack. That night, Jorge cannot sleep, not because of the heat or noise, but because something within him has awakened. That same restlessness so many have felt and silenced out of fear. That question everyone avoids. Is a future being built, or is life being survived day by day? True transformation begins the moment blame is no longer placed on the government, the past, or bad luck. It begins with taking responsibility for what comes next. It hurts, but that pain is necessary. It is the fire that drives change. Because if the mindset is not shifted by choice, the system will do it by force, keeping people obedient, confused, and poor. The next essential step is understanding money. Most people live in conflict with it, fearing it, desiring it, wasting it, without ever studying how it works. Progress in anything is impossible without knowledge. Consider Laya, a single mother in Puebla. For the first time, she tracked every peso leaving her wallet. She discovered her money was not vanishing due to a low salary, but because of a lack of strategy. Cookies, taxis, special offers, and countless small purchases that added up to a financial storm. Seeing it all on paper was like standing exposed in front of a mirror. No excuses, no justifications, only the chance to choose a better path. Creating a financial map is not just for accountants. It is an act of dignity, a blueprint for stability. Without it, every brick laid becomes chaos. But with understanding comes structure, and with structure comes power. Then comes the silent burden, debt. It makes no sound, causes no physical pain, yet it quietly robs focus, peace, and energy. It turns people into slaves to interest rates, credit cards, and a lifestyle no longer under their control. Carlos, a technician from Monterrey, owned 4 credit cards and lived in fear of every phone call. He avoided checking his bank statements, pretending everything was fine. But inside, he was drowning. One day, he decided to confront the problem. He listed every debt, every interest rate, and used the snowball method to tackle them. It was not easy. He cried. He doubted himself. He felt defeated. But he did not stop. When he paid off the final debt, he did not just regain control of his finances. He reclaimed his life, the ability to breathe without guilt, to dream without fear. What many overlook is the importance of an emergency fund. Living without a safety net is like walking on the edge of a cliff blindfolded. Rosa, a hairstylist in Tuxtla, lived paycheck to paycheck, but she began setting aside 1,000 pesos a month. It wasn't much, but it was something. She sacrificed, sold more, gave up small luxuries. 6 months later, her son became ill. The treatment was expensive. She missed work. But Rosa had her fund. She didn't need to borrow money. She didn't need to sacrifice her dignity. She paid and she cried, this time out of relief. An emergency fund is more than just money. It's peace of mind. It's sleeping at night knowing the storm can be weathered. Even starting with 50 pesos makes a difference. Every coin saved is a promise to never live in fear again. Most people believe the only way to earn more is to work more hours. But wealthy individuals understand something else. It's not about how much is earned through labor, but how effectively money is made to work. Mateo, a young man from Cancun, worked at a coffee shop and taught English through videos in his spare time. He lacked professional equipment, but he had initiative. Over time, he launched a digital course. Today, he earns more than he ever imagined. It wasn't luck, it was courage. The real barrier is not a lack of resources. It is the belief that success is out of reach, that it's not meant for everyone. But every skill, every passion can be turned into value. Extra income is not just about earning more, it's about freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom to choose. The future is not predetermined, it is waiting to be written. And the only thing that matters is what a person is willing to do with what they have right now. Success is not defined by the past, but by how one responds to it. Many people spend years blaming their parents, governments, schools, or employers, but nothing changes until personal responsibility is taken. As Brian Tracy said, take 100% ownership of your life. No excuses, no complaints. That is when true power is reclaimed. Because as long as control is given to external forces, life will be led as a victim. But when thoughts, habits, and decisions are taken into one's own hands, destiny is rewritten. Ask this: is life being truly lived or just endured? Is there growth each day or just repetition? Are decisions being made out of purpose or out of fear of change? The reality is this: the price of success is always lower than the price of regret. A price will be paid either way. One can choose effort, sacrifice, and focus, or choose to look back with longing and remorse. Every person has talent, ideas, and value to offer the world, but none of it matters without action. Success favors those who persist, those who act, and those who refuse to give up. There is no need to wait for permission. No one is coming to save anyone. But rescue is not needed when the choice is made to stand up. Write goals down, read them daily, take action, no matter how small, every single day. Each decision either builds or destroys the future. This is not about staying motivated. It is about choosing to commit. If that decision is made, then nothing and no one can stop it, because success is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of choice. The best time to begin was yesterday. The second best time is today. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.